For any e-commerce brand, paid ads undoubtedly yield impressive results. However, SEO brings in a lot more traffic that's ready to buy your product, giving your brand a boost in sales without a massive marketing budget. Today, I'm going to teach you how I use the best SEO strategies to get over 30,000 people to visit my website every month, which makes my brand, Eric Javits, millions of dollars without spending a dime on paid ads. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to do it. Let's get into it. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the practice of improving your website's visibility and ranking using various tools. These include high-ranking keywords, tags, images, blogs, content, and more. By optimizing your website, you can increase your chances of attracting organic traffic, resulting in more sales. Today, Google is the most commonly used search engine around the globe, and therefore it is imperative that your brand rank highly in Google searches. For example, my brand deals in women's hats, and if a customer is searching for summer hats or straw hats, I need to make sure that my website is the first thing they see on Google. This is only possible through SEO, and that is precisely what we're going to discuss today. The first and foremost step is understanding the importance of SEO and why your website needs to come out in at least the top 3 searches on Google. Potential customers usually search for either a specific product, like Nike SB Dunks, for example, or they conduct a broader search, like Nike shoes. These words are known as keywords, and they are the most important thing in SEO. When a person searches for something, Google highlights the keywords they used in their search command to show them related results. This means that if you're selling Nike SB Dunks and you have these words in the description of your product, the title, the attributes, or maybe even blocks on your website, the likelihood of your website coming up in the top searches increases. If not, your website will probably be buried in the 2nd, 3rd, or even the 4th page of Google. This significantly decreases the chances of your website getting any organic growth, because most of the people only click on the first 3 websites that are shown. But at least 70 to 80% of people do that. Therefore, using the right keyword is crucial. But the question is, how will you know which keywords to use and which keywords are related to your products? Well, that's simple. For many, the tricky part of SEO is finding the right keywords that are attached to your products on your website. Thankfully, there are apps today that can easily generate accurate keywords for your website, show you how difficult they are and the traffic potential they have. One of the best apps I have come across is Ahrefs. You can use other tools such as Moz or SEMrush. But Ahrefs is a tool that allows you to search for keywords related to your product and gives you a complete breakdown of the keyword difficulty, how many people search for it, the traffic potential, and which keywords are high ranking based in your country. For example, if you're selling Nike sneakers, you can search for keywords related to them, and Ahrefs will provide you with several examples of related keywords. This is the first step. After you've generated these keywords, the next step is to analyze the keyword difficulty levels, because this is what shows you how easy or hard it is to rank highly in Google searches by using a specific keyword. Ahrefs provides all of this information, and that's extremely helpful, especially if you're a beginner doing SEO yourself. Moreover, Ahrefs also compares the keywords with other competitors who are using the same words as yours and selling similar products. This comparison gives you insights into how many keywords your competitors are using, how much traffic they're attracting on their website, and how high they rank on Google. All of this data helps you understand how to use high-ranking keywords on your website so you can either beat your competitors or at least come up in the top 3 searches. After you've compared the keywords of your competitors, the immediate next step is to integrate the high-ranking keywords in your content. However, it's not as simple as picking the highest ranking keyword and just using that in your product description or title. The technical part here is to analyze the volume of the keyword. The volume shows how many people search for that specific word. For example, Nike SB Dunks. You have to use the words that have a greater volume. All of this data is shown on Ahrefs when you search for relevant keywords. Keep in mind, adding a single word might also change how well a keyword performs. For instance, SB Dunks might have a lower search volume, for example, but if you add Nike SB Dunk low, might have a higher volume, or vice versa. This is important to consider because you should ideally focus on the high volume keywords. However, another important aspect is that keyword difficulty also matters equally. Let's say you have a word with a high search volume, but also high difficulty rating. It might not be helpful to use those keywords as probably bigger players already rank for those, and it's almost impossible to outrank them. It is crucial to use only words that are easy to rank and have a high search volume, because that magnifies the chances of your store coming out on top of Google. This is a little bit technical and requires some time to integrate into your store, but once it's done, there's no need to repeat it. Therefore, I suggest spending some time on this and making your page rank higher, because this is what will drive traffic and sales. Okay, so now you know what keywords are, and you also understand the science of keyword difficulty. But the most important thing is where to use them. What everybody usually does is add keywords to the description and titles of products. And that's the end of it. But in reality, there are a handful of other things that you can add to your webpage where you can use keywords to rank your website higher. For instance, blogs can be a great addition to your webpage. Blogs attract a lot of traffic to your website, primarily if they're related to questions your customers might ask. After purchasing a product, many people tend to ask questions about its usage, maintenance, repairs, and whatever else that the customer might need an answer for. Let's say you are selling sneakers in your store. The sneaker market is huge, and with all the expensive hype shoes being sold today, like Jordans, Dunks, and various designer shoes, maintaining them is a big topic. With blogs, you can add hundreds of keywords to your website content and make sure that you stand out by ranking high for those specific keywords related to sneakers maintenance queries. For example, a person who purchases a sneaker might want to learn how to clean it without destroying the color or the shape of the shoe. You can add a blog to your website explaining all the tips and tricks of maintaining the shoe. For instance, how to clean a Nike SB Dunk shoe without damaging, which materials to use to clean the shoe, the do's and don'ts, and everything related to it. Use Ahrefs to conduct keyword research and add those words to the blog. Similarly, you can do this for tech repairs, maintenance, for clothes, bags, and pretty much every product in the world. It's a simple step, but it is guaranteed to attract a lot of traffic because it will make your website stand out from the competition. And that's the whole point. Another important thing to remember here is to use keywords for each product or each collection separately. You don't want to use random generalized keywords for your store because that will not yield results. So for example, if you're selling Nike shoes for both men and women, you must use Nike shoes for women or Nike SB Dunks for women keywords. These are just examples of search prompts a random person might type into Google. And when they do, you need to make sure your website pops up first. Hence, use versatile keywords that are related to your individual products as well as individual collections. After keywords are done and dusted, the next step is to give your website a complete recheck. This is very important because your website needs to be fast, secure, and easy to navigate, and should not give customers a hard time trying to find what they're looking for once they click into it. To do this, you can use Ahrefs once again. It will provide a complete breakdown of the problem areas on your page. On the Ahrefs app, just go to the site audit option and you will see your page's health score. This is similar to what Google uses to rank your page, and if its health is excellent, chances are that your website will be in the top searches on Google's first page. So, what's included in page health? First, you need to ensure that all of the products you have listed concise, catchy, and simple meta descriptions. All the details must be there, but the description does not need to be super long and tedious. Add keywords in the description, describe the attributes and characteristics of the product, and most importantly, tell the customer how this product fulfills their needs. Secondly, the pictures of your products should be high quality but not heavy. This is crucial because heavy pictures or videos will slow down your page's performance, and nobody wants to wait for a page to load for more than a few seconds. And lastly, make sure that each product has the proper titles, tags, price shown, and descriptions added, and that they are easy to find on the page. When customers feel comfortable browsing through a website, they spend more time on it, and that increases the chance of them buying a product or multiple products, and Google rewards that. By using Ahrefs, you can see all the problematic areas of your page in one place, and the app makes it easier to understand what is needed to increase page health. All in all, make sure that your website's health is top-notch. At this point, your keyword search, integration, description, and everything else in your store is done. The next step is to run your store through the Yoast SEO app on Shopify. Yoast SEO is a tool that will check the keywords you have used in your description, titles, and pretty much everywhere on your store, and provide you with a checklist of things that are done right. For instance, if your descriptions are perfectly optimized by using great and relevant keywords, it will give you a green check. If not, it basically will tell you what is lacking and how you can fix it. Moreover, this app will optimize the descriptions and meta titles for you, which is a huge advantage once you do this tedious work for each product. Google will automatically detect that you have all the right information that matches the search intent, and as a result, your website will certainly come out in the top 3. Therefore, Yoast SEO is a must-have tool for your Shopify store because it really helps you with optimization and makes everything easier. These are the first few steps by optimizing your webpage for Google. However, there is still another fundamental SEO method left that will increase viewership and ultimately your page's ranking, and this is known as backlinking. Backlinking is simply the method of asking other websites, such as blog posting websites, to write articles about your products and link the articles to your page. With backlinking, you have to reach out to various websites that are already making content related to your product, and you ask them to create articles about your product. This results in great exposure of your product to the masses and results in higher traffic on your website. It also increases your authority score, which then leads to higher chances to rank better. However, an important thing to remember is that reaching out to websites with high rankings and high influx of readers or viewers is the only way this will be beneficial. For example, if you're selling premium Nike shoes like Jordans or Dunks, reaching out to websites like Hypebeast might get you great exposure because they already have a high number of viewers and they already have a high number of viewers reading their articles. Another great way of getting more traffic on your website is by creating how-to blogs and getting them linked to your website. This way, whenever someone searches for a blog, let's say how to clean Nike Air Force Ones, the article would be linked to your page, and that means more traffic for you. Basically, you should use high-ranking keywords related to every aspect of your product, be it maintenance, reviews, history, how-to content, or just different kinds of your product. Use high-ranking keywords and get the articles backlinked to your content pages, product pages, and collection pages, and you're golden. Apart from traffic, this will also put your website in Google's good books, since it will notice that you have a lot of content related to your product on your website. This is also called the topical authority. Therefore, Google will automatically show your website to the searches because your website offers everything they want in one place. As a result, you're certain, or at least have a high chance, to come out on the top results page of Google. Keep in mind, this will only work if blogs that are related to your field are backlinking to your page. For example, if you're selling shoes, websites like Hypebeast should be backlinking to you. On the other hand, if you're asking an automotive website or beauty products website to backlink for you, it's just not going to work. So this is also very important to remember. And there you have it, the full guide on using SEO to make your e-commerce brand more visible on Google and generate millions in revenue organic. But this isn't to say you should rely on SEO alone. I believe every e-commerce brand should have a killer Google Ads strategy to scale to 8 figures and beyond. Watch this video next to learn my $1 million Google Ads strategy.